Seriously, Nat? If you buy new clothes, I have seen already the pile of old clothes. Who gonna wear all this, huh? Where's your father? Hey, can you check?
What's happened? Listen to your mom, huh? You're wasting money to buy those a lot of clothes. You should know by now how to manage own money. Okay, huh?
What's wrong with using my own money? Everybody else has all these cool clothes. They're cool, they're trendy. Why can't I be like them?
But you buy so a lot. Huh?
There's too much clothes.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to my newest chain haul. For today, we have their newest bright red burgundy. Let's see what's on the TV today.
Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the Late Night Show. I am your host Hanif, and today we have an astounding story to share. Did you ever think about the clothes you wear? How do brands like Shein make 6,000 clothes a day? And why do companies have the same design? And why are they so cheap? Today we will discuss the relationship between consumer habits and fast fashion. Please welcome Ms. Pasuntra. Welcome and thank you for coming, Ms. Pasuntra. Ms. Pasuntra is a profound activist in ethical consumerism on fashion. Now, let's start with the public perception of the topic. What methods did you use to measure them and any other things you did in the study?
Yes, so we did send out surveys to understand the public's awareness of fast fashion, their consciousness when purchasing fast fashion products, and their personal opinion towards fast fashion.
Did it went well?
Yeah, it did.
As you can see, 70.8% of the respondents are aware of the usage of child labour in the fashion industry. A lot of them define child labour as underage workers, low wage, exploits, abuse, etc. Overall, it seems the general people are knowledgeable of these two topics. People also seem to most likely rent or buy second-hand clothes. Responses from most unlikely are on hygiene issues, look and quality of the clothes, and size availability. One mentions thrifting to be expensive and another prefers them to be recycled instead.
And this is one of the best part of my research, the ultimate reveal of public's consumer habits.
The fact that only 2 out of 65 respondents actually search on the clothing brand's ethical practices before buying is quite a shock, completely outweighed by 26 that said no. This reveals the fact that people just buy without thinking of the environmental effect and child labour issue. Affordability is the highest reason for buying them, followed by fashionable and convenient locations. Stores like H&M, Uniqlo and Zara are almost in every mall with great discounts and great styles. After all, it's cheap because these companies don't pay the minimum wage but hire child labourers instead.
Wow, that must be really big. Most of us know it's a problem, but breaking from it seems close to impossible.
Yes, but it is not doomed. When asked if ethical brands are affordable, many will change. It always comes back to affordability. Many factors affect the spending habit, especially when we're still experiencing the COVID effect. With inflation on the rise, the appeal of fast fashion too. So indeed, some mention that fast fashion is the only clothing choice that they have.
It is a really complex issue. Maybe the interviews can shine more into this problem. You did bring them, yes?
Yes, of course.
Great. Let us take a short break while we play the interview. Join us next time for a discussion panel on philosophy and ethics of fast fashion. Thank you.
Can you describe your understanding of the term child labour and its relevance to the fast fashion industry?
From what I've heard, it's basically underage children who are working in a factory and like sewing clothes. Yeah, that's as much that without the government knowing about it.
You ever actively researched to educate yourself further on issues related to child labor in the fashion industry? If so, what prompted this interest and what did you learn?
No, I haven't. But this interview made me more interested. I will try to do my own research in the future.
Do you believe that the focus on making more money and buying more things contribute to child labour in the fashion industry?
No, I don't think so, because this is not correct. Because you are just buying the clothes and or anything you buy is going to the company, and the company is actually working with the child labor. So it's companies right to give their protection to the child. Yes.
Welcome back to the Late Night Show's panel discussion on the ethics and philosophies of fast fashion. We've just listened to insightful interviews shedding light on consumer perceptions and behaviors regarding the present issue. Now let's dive deeper into the conversation.
I'd like to start first. Before the rise of postmodernism, consumerism did exist during the modernism era, leading to fashion companies using child labor. This is because the higher the demand, the lower the supply. When short in manpower, companies will recruit underage individuals for the sake of gaining profit, thus leading this to capitalism. Being a philosopher, I have also studied postmodernism in the context of child labor and fast fashion. It's like diving into a whole new realm of complexity. Postmodernism has left its mark on this industry, not just for the designers, but also for the workers in those factories. It's this idea that keeps pushing us to want more, to keep chasing after things that we don't really need. And in that pursuit, we're not only creating tons of waste, but we're also turning a blind eye to the ethical issues at hand. Unfortunately, these problems are especially rampant in low-income countries, where child labor is shockingly prevalent. With postmodernism, it is amplifying this culture of consumerism, making it even harder to break free from these harmful cycles.
I agree with you. Fast fashion has disadvantages than advantages. It results in a decline in domestic manufacturing belief of a throwaway consumer mentality, wastage which is for bad for the environment, property theft, and most importantly, unregulated labor practices.
So how does this happen?
It is hard to ignore the bitter truth that our desire for stylish fashion clothing at lower prices exerts a heavy toll. Consumerism, or the belief that humans are the most important beings in the universe, give rise to the consumerism of the child labor in the fast fashion industry. We pursue cheap, trendy outfits that help us to stand down in the crowd, and carrying the dire consequences toward the children and the health of the planet we all share.
Child labor in the fast fashion world also clashes with the Western and Eastern philosophy. In the beginning, Western philosophy promoted individual rights, self-interest, and freedom of choices. Eastern philosophy emphasizes harmony with community and nature. However, child laborers working in cotton fields forced to give up their freedom and rights, which is against Western philosophy. Fast fashion capitalism that exploits nature for water consumption and plantation has led to environmental destruction, going against the Eastern philosophy.
So, what is the current change in the philosophies?
In these recent decades, the Western philosophical trends have changed, highlighting more to material wealth, growth, and one's desire to succeed in this world as an ultimate achievement and fulfillment. Such a materialistic perspective may encourage consumerism, leading to overconsumption and unhealthy consequences. This is because it usually links acquiring material possessions with pleasure and happiness.
Our study in psychology and sociology have found that it's not just about money. It's also influenced by our culture and how we shop. Understand their factor help us to come up with better way to stop child labor in the fashion industry. Just mentioned by Mr. Farhan, people nowadays crave material health, growth as the ultimate goal. This started promoting consumerism, which had negative consequences as child labor. Kids end up working in dangerous conditions because their family are just trying to scrape by. They lose their right to go to school and got prepare healthcare because of mess up cycle and just keep on spinning. To stop this, we need to rise allowance and support companies that treat workers well to help break the cycle of child labor in fast fashion.
That is why the society should practice the philosophy of Sejahtera. The Sejahtera philosophy asks people to consider if these sorts of activities are in line with the moral principles of holistic well-being, even though the industry has responded to customer demand for price and fashionable clothing.
Sejahtera philosophy guides us in the grey zone of fast fashion by requiring that social choice, economic structures, and illegal frameworks guiding towards the minimal realized success of steady, balanced pleasure and ethical living. Sejahtera is a key stop to a society in which well-being and morality would be proper balance. That is all from us today. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our panelists for your valuable contributions. It's clear that addressing the complexities of fast fashion requires a multi-faceted approach, and your insights have provided valuable food for thought. Thank you for tuning into the show. Have a good night.
Hey Chloe,
Hey Nat, you look very serious.
I'm reading about fast fashion, and it turns out the clothes have a really, really dark secret.
Okay, that's unexpected. You're usually the trendy girl. You buy all the time.
I mean, I was, but not anymore. I saw a TV show last week and I got more into it. I found it horrifying.
It's really easy to get caught up on trends, sometimes forget the bigger picture.
Exactly, it's horrifying. I mean, we both know you love fashion, right? But I can't support companies that exploit children just to make a quick buck. We need to make a change. Yes, it's a really complex issue, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible, right? Okay, look, what I think we need are stronger regulations against child labor, transparency and commitment from companies on the supply chain, and educating consumers. Everyone should know about the true cost of cheap clothes.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Exactly. It's not just about buying better clothes. We also need to take responsibility and demand a better future for ourselves, the workers, and the environment.
Wow, you've changed. This new look suits you better than the fashion megalomaniac called Natanya. Let's research together about the issue.
Of course, let's do it.